Todd, we're here in Echo Park.
Yeah.
You're homeless.
I'm not hopeless, but homeless, yeah.
It's raining.
Love it. I'm from Seattle, Washington. It's every day, man. I love it.
Yeah. But how do you're in a wheelchair. How do you survive out here?
The wheelchair is just one other apparatus for me to get from point A to point B. Everybody since I was 4 years old, all the way, I'm 54, have told me I can't do certain things because I have an ailment. And I go out not to prove them wrong, but to prove me right. And you tell them that you can't tell me I can't do this when I can do it. I've been in retirement homes half my life and feed you with drugs and feed you what they're eating and charge $4,000 a month to sleep with two other guys, old guys that are gonna die. And I'm still only 54, and it just came out like a really loud knock on my door, but it was more like a Rammstein. They knocked my door open and flipped it, and it was the MS. And I fought it or I grabbed it and embraced it and said, I'm not gonna beat you, dude. So if we get together, we could be way more powerful than fighting each other, because I'm never gonna beat you. And you're gonna take me at some point. So I want to be your friend.
So you're out here with MS.
Yeah.
Living in a tent.
Yeah.
How long have you been homeless?
About 6 years.
Always here?
No, I was in South Central for 3.5 years. Living under a 1997 4Runner that was broken down. And they let me just sleep in it behind the gate, so I was pretty safe.
How'd you end up homeless?
It's a long trip, but it's an easy one. I lived in Silver Lake, Good Park Boulevard. My MS, something happened with my Social Security. My mother passed away. My brother is the executor. He took over the will, and my mom made a special needs trust fund for me, for like a new wheelchair and stuff. Medicare doesn't cover, and my brother wouldn't release the money. I still have quite a bit of money up there, but he won't release it, and it's in Seattle. So I've had someone representing for me in Seattle just to get the money so I can even buy it. Every article of clothing I'm wearing is given me, whether through a church or giving the faith centers or whatever. I have to do that. And my brother my middle brother got some of the money from my brother in Seattle. He got $65,000 with the new teeth. And all I want is $15,000 to buy a motorhome. And I have somebody that will drive me around. It'll be totally customized for me with my disability, and you won't give it to me.
Oh gosh.
I know. This is not the only story.
Well, you know what? One of the things people always ask about is family. Where's the family? And I always say, how was your Thanksgiving? Drama-free? Family is often complicated.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Think about it. I come to the park, I can talk to somebody I've never met in my life that's going through a major struggle in their own life and that has been through and going through. And I can talk to them more than I can talk to my family. Because you talk to the family, there's some sort of bloodline. You talk to your brother or your sister, and they go, oh, I know you. It's like, you don't. So it's like, it's better to talk to strangers sometimes. And somebody just said invisible friends.
Invisible people.
I have a song I just wrote, and my friend Echelon right here, he wrote a song. And I came up with the idea of the song. I watched a guy washing himself on a fountain. And he was talking to somebody the entire time, and I was intrigued, so I wrote a song called Invisible Friend. And at some point, I'd love to sing it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really crazy cool.
Well, how about now?
All right. I'll just acapella it. I don't have my guitar, but yeah.
Listen,
so this is about...
Well, I can come back.
No, I'll just kind of give you a snippet, and then I'll get an acoustic guitar and play it. But it goes, I could just see this guy, and he was handing the washing cup, the little coffee cup full of water off the fountain, and he just kept splashing his face and then handing it to someone. And I went, these people are jogging by with their dogs and everything, and I'm going, they don't give a fuck about this dude. They don't care about, he's insane, he's on crack. But I went, to you I've seemed to be a little disturbing. You see me running around, throwing my hands up into the air. You're driving by me as you laughing as me as if I was spending. Am I spaced out? Man, have I blown a fuse? Am I out of control? Man, I got you all confused. Don't you all find yourselves ones too, who've been looking for the one who can understand you and never let you down and never screw you, 'cause in the end, it's my invisible friends. So do I have a direct line to God? Or have I just been disconnected up inside of my head? You're laughing at me as I drive by, you looking at me as if I was high. Are you spaced out, man? Have you blown a few? Are you just like me? Are you one of the chosen few that talk to your invisible friend? Just looking at this guy going, there was someone there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was convinced that, so he's smoking pot and handing the pipe to the guy, and there's no one there.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, no, I without going into a long story, I ran into a few times where homeless people have felt they were invisible because they've been ignored so long. People walk by them not even looking. That's how the brain, reinforced. Oh, well, people can't see me. You know,
I must not be anything, no one.
Well, you are someone to me.
No, I'm saying when you find someone just sitting there going, people are like so afraid to go talk to someone, go fuck up to them and go, hey man, my name's Todd, how you doing, man? People don't do that, they're scared, because the people in the society are scared.
Yeah.
They don't want, I'll never be like that, driving their car in the rain. Oh, look at that tent, I'll never be like that. Guess what? You wake up with MS and fuck, next thing you know, in your tent.
Nobody's helping you?
I got a lot of people helping, but no one can save me.
Okay.
So
the gentleman that was pushing you in the wheelchair, you got people helping, but nobody getting you out of here into housing.
I'm sufficed with it.
Yeah.
It's not that I was born to lose. I'm used to not looking as high as I can get, but if I get halfway down, that's fine.
Yeah.
As long as I get off from where I'm at. You know, I don't.
So now I heard a pretty aggressive sweep came through yesterday.
Dude, it was gnarly. It was gnarly. It's California.
Yeah,
gnarly. And no, and I woke up at set. This is I was the first one I think that really woke up. Everyone's crashed. We'd already had to do all this other tent shit in the other couple days. And the guy comes up, I could sit. I'm like, wow. And I wake right over here, and I go, I hear something. This is 7 a.m. And I went. And my friend Santino from Argentina is knocking on my tent, and I thought he was a cop. I'm like, what are you doing? He just got back from the skating competition. I'm like, what the fuck? And he goes, hey dude, he gives me a cup of coffee. And then all of a sudden I could just see these lights. And all of a sudden pulled in a big fucking sheriff fucking truck and pulled right up to the very top here and didn't say one word, turned the lights on and yelled through a bullhorn, and you couldn't understand one fuck. It was worse than an airport. Acting the flag, about 2 foot. And I'm going, dude, and I'm an audio fucking slave, dude. I know everything about audio. I'm going, no one can even, everyone's in their tent hanging out. They gave us wrong dates to actually do what everything. And they were taking pictures, all that shit. And I was just watching this, and just mayhem. I'm just like, this is the most.
So they gave you dates that they're going to come and do the sweep, but it was the wrong date.
Yeah, and then they showed up on a different date, and no one knew about it. And they were taking pictures and putting it on tents, and then taking pictures and iPhone and shit. And everyone's got video of it, it was insane. And these big, I'm not going to use a derogatory statement, but these overweight guys that just work for the government, they're not the police, think they're all badass. And then Bobby, they handcuffed him to prove a point, and just like, you guys, what are you doing? And then all I could say, and hopefully it's on video, I didn't want to call him anything, but you gotta wait until lunch. I don't think you can skip lunch, because they were really fat and they'd walk around with their fucking Bottoms and shit. And I just went, the only thing I want you to think about, fatso, is you are the one that made the choice to do this for a living. You're the one that made the choice. I didn't. So how do you feel? You went to work to do this shit. I know I can go to work and help fucking maim puppy dogs, and that seemed a lot cooler than...
So I heard they took a lot of stuff.
Oh, fuck, they threw it out. They didn't even ask. They brought in 8 of those big fucking yellow trucks and just started grabbing like Bobby's fucking TVs and just didn't even tell anyone. And just started grabbing shit. I'm lucky. A couple of us were up in the hill. They didn't get to touch us. We had to, yesterday or whatever, had to move all of our tents onto the sidewalk because they were going to mow the lawn.
But you don't have any place to go. That's the thing. Even when they warn you, there's no place for you to go.
No. Oh, you have to be 500 feet away from the park, or you get a citation. I don't know what it is. Is it trying to be a bully, or you're sad and you feel tough because the rest of your life sucks? You take it out on other people. Everybody I've met in all the parks and all the under trucks I've lived in, they're more of a community and helping each other out than any of the real society. Real society is so fucking self-absorbed and so fucking egotistical. They don't give a fuck about you. I'm gonna get home and dry off and take a shower and eat some food, drink a beer. Fuck those bums, drug addicts. Yeah, everybody here's a fucking heroin crystal head. I don't know one crystal head anymore. They used to have a lot, but now it's pretty mellow, I don't know, man. It's just.
So how do we end homelessness in Los Angeles?
Leave LA. Now, I have no idea. There's no way you can stop homelessness. How are you going to stop starving? How are you going to fix all the ailments that little kids have in Syria? Bugs on their eyes. How are you going to do that? I mean, I know I just have to believe in myself, and I work through this guy. I have a personal insight with this individual, and it's pretty.
Well, you're spot on, because we have to go upstream, because homelessness is a symptom, not a cause. So until we fix racism, until we fix the criminal justice, poverty, foster care, housing,
the conglomeration,
wages.
the coagulation of all of it together becomes a really powerful ball that fucking. So do we send guys, astronauts, to the asteroid and blow it up, or go into the center of the Earth and try to? I think it's going to be Mother Nature and God just shaking up the world and going, I'm going to make you guys think about it's going to be an earthquake. It's going to be something catastrophic. Because that's the only way we learn is through really bad things.
Sadly, you're right. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
I did. Okay, first one was I wouldn't. Okay, I can do in one wish. If you had one wish. One wish. I wish I didn't have to make wishes.
Wow.
Because everything would be in place.
That is so powerful.
Well, I mean, to me, it's a real statement. It's like, I don't want to go, oh, I wish there was no kids that are hurting. I wish there was no homeless. But wishing is, wishing is
that everything. We had everything. People had everything we needed.
Yeah.
That we were all content.
And everybody that thinks they're content aren't. They're probably the ones that make things a little bit, oh, look at what I got, my Jaguar, but your blinker's still on. It's like you're not. And I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not judging any. Hey, you got this. I'm on part. What is it? Over 50-something billion people on the planet, right?
Well, it was an honor to meet you.
Super cool to meet you.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
By the way, I'm part of this company, or not company, but this collaborational effort called Tricycle. Yeah, you'll look into it. You'll hear about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a heavy conglomerate of positivity.
Good. Thanks for talking to me.
Hey, thank you for just coming and hanging out. You seem like a really neat dude, man. So just keep doing what you're doing. A lot of other people, they got other things to do, but you're doing things to try to help other people get to a different height. That's a really beautiful thing, man.